Just imagine, you're driving through Alexandria, Virginia, and there it stands, the George Washington Masonic National Memorial. You've never heard of it. America would never have the world's largest Masonic shrine to one man. We would have learned about it in school. But here it is, this massive stone temple on a triple-stacked pyramid mound, plain as day, staring down at the Capitol like it owns the city, built in celebration of the captivity of the land and its people, bold and unashamed. An enormous compass and square with the glowing G right in the middle of the lawn. While most folks blow right past this every day and swear none of this shit is real. Just a bunch of old guys in funny hats doing charity work, they say. Yet nearly every president in our history, from Washington to the modern era, has stood inside lodges like this and taken the very same oaths. The lambskin apron they tie around a man's waist is not a cute costume. It's the mark that says he's been stripped naked, blindfolded, and brought into their ancient family to the third degree. Low-level Masons jump into every comment section the second I post about Freemasonry. They say it's just brotherhood. We help people, for they know not what they do. They're just the foot soldiers who never see the full beast they're feeding. They don't realize they're reenacting the murder of Hiram Abiff in lodge rooms all over the world. The man killed because he wouldn't give up the secrets. They acted out with real intensity. Oaths sworn by the penalty of having your throat cut or your tongue ripped out. Every single time a new man is brought in, they run through the same dark ceremony. These men laid cornerstones on most buildings. They called themselves the architects. But these Masons, they were the ones that founded everything, not created. They carved their symbols into the street grids of Washington, D.C., into statues, obelisks, in every ancient city. Their mark is stamped everywhere you turn. And it's not just one group of people. The Prince Hall Lodges bring in brothers from the melanin-rich side, the copper-skinned families, and they take the same exact oaths, with the same grips, and the same silence. Everyone playing their parts in the machine. They pull the strings on the banks that own your debt, the courts that decide your fate, the media that tells you what to think. They sit in the quiet rooms where wars are planned and laws are written long before the rest of us ever hear about them. They protect their own when one gets caught, like quiet transfers, or drop charges, like favors called in behind closed doors. They guard the real history, the old knowledge, and the bloodlines of power, making sure the common man stays distracted and divided while they steer the ship. They own the big corporations, the universities, the entertainment world, the money printers. They decide which stories get told and which ones get buried. They keep the people fighting over left and right so we never notice the hands moving all the pieces. They shape what our kids learn in school, what we watch on television, the prices we pay for food and gas, and that glowing G in their emblem. Some call it the grand architect of the universe. Others say it stands for geometry, the sacred tool they claim built reality itself. But wiser eyes see something older and darker, the serpent that finessed Eve in the garden, the one whispered about in hidden Texas Godrill. They leave pieces scattered on purpose, and if you're wise enough, you start picking them up, and the picture becomes impossible to unsee. The loudest guys arguing in the comments are usually the new initiates, the ones with the bumper stickers and license plates. Regular men like you and I, who took the rights to now defend something they don't fully understand. But behind closed doors in the 30th degree and above, the real name slips out. It's Baal. The same Baal of the Old Testament, the god of child sacrifice, the lord of the black sun, the one who demanded blood on the altar so the fields would stay fertile and the kings would stay rich. They don't call him Baal in public rituals anymore. They switch things around. They call him the Lightbringer, the great architect, the hidden god of the ages. But it's the same ancient entity the Canaanites bowed to while they burned their babies alive. The Masons kept that fire going. They just changed the robes. And the higher you climb, the clearer it becomes. Square and compass aren't just tools of building. They're tools of binding. They bind nations. They bind bloodlines. They bind souls. And at the very top, the ones who truly know don't worship the true Most High. They worship the one who rebelled against them. They call it enlightenment. But there's some of us that see it for what it truly is. Connect the dots if you're wise enough. Most never will. But once you do, you can never look at this country the same way again, or life for that matter. Wicked mystics and Masons that murder for the sake of the great work.